The sun hung low in the sky, casting a warm golden glow over Tower Bridge, an emblem of London's enduring spirit. Its twin towers reached majestically toward the heavens, framed by the vibrant hues of the evening sky. Below, the River Thames flowed gently, a mirror reflecting the city's pulse. The sounds of bustling pedestrians echoed above, their laughter and chatter harmonizing with the distant cries of seagulls diving playfully near the water's edge. In the midst of this urban symphony sat Elias, a humble fisherman in his weathered wooden boat. He cast his line into the swirling depths, seeking solace amid the chaos above. Each ripple in the water seemed to whisper secrets, urging him to listen. Elias felt at home here, the rhythm of the river a calm counterpoint to the noise of life on the bridge. As he waited, his mind drifted to dreams long buried, aspirations that once painted his world in vivid colors. Elias sat quietly in his small wooden boat, letting the gentle sway of the River Thames cradle him. The muted sounds of footsteps and laughter above felt distant, as if the bustling city had no place here beneath the towering majesty of Tower Bridge. With calloused hands, he gripped the fishing line, a familiar comfort against the uncertainties of life. A glimmer of sunlight caught his eye, reflecting off the water, igniting brief memories of vibrant markets, laughter shared with friends, and the thrill of exploration. Once he had roamed far and wide, painting the world with colors that now felt faded. But those days seemed distant, overshadowed by routine and loss. In the solitude of the river, Elias sought solace. His heart ached for the artist he used to be, the dreamer whose canvas extended beyond the horizon. He wished to reclaim that spirit, to once again feel alive in the world around him. Elias closed his eyes for a moment, letting the sounds of the Thames wash over him. The soft lapping of the water against the boat brought memories flooding back, vivid images of sunlit days spent exploring distant shores, laughter echoing through coastal towns, and nights under starlit skies filled with dreams and possibilities. Once he was a wanderer, an artist capturing the world on canvas, vibrant colors spilling forth from his brush like the life he once embraced. But now the colors seemed to fade into a muted palette of gray, routine replacing adventure in his days. He felt the weight of time pressing down, the echoes of lost friends and forgotten journeys wrapping around him like a thick fog. Yet there was still a spark, a flicker of yearning deep within. As he gazed at the bridge towering above, a part of him longed to reclaim the joy of discovery, the excitement of what lay beyond the next horizon. As the evening settled in, a soft glow began to emanate from the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. The sounds of London above dulled, replaced by the gentle lapping of water against the boat. Elias took a deep breath, inhaling the cool, salty air. The tranquility wrapped around him like a comforting blanket, momentarily washing away his worries. He glanced at the towering structure of Tower Bridge, its majestic arches silhouetted against the vibrant sky. Nightfall brought a unique serenity to the river, a stark contrast to the city's hustle. Elias relished these moments, where time seemed to pause. With each cast of his line, he returned to a rhythm dictated by the ebb and flow of the Thames. The world above faded further into the background, leaving only the murmur of the current and the distant calls of seagulls. Tonight, beneath the bridge, felt different, promising something beyond the ordinary. The evening calm was palpable as Elias cast his line into the water, the soft ripples gradually restoring the tranquility around him. Just as he settled into the soothing rhythm of fishing, a glimmer caught his eye beneath the surface. It flickered like a reflected star, pulsing with a mysterious allure that beckoned him closer. Intrigued, Elias leaned over the side of his small wooden boat, squinting into the shadowy depths of the Thames. He felt a stirring in his heart, a blend of curiosity and excitement. The city noises above faded into a distant hum, and the world felt smaller, as if the bridge's towering presence was confining him to this enchanting moment. With a newfound determination, he lowered his line deeper into the water, drawn by the shimmering light. The thrill of the unknown ignited a longing within him, an adventure long forgotten, just waiting to unfold. Elias felt a sudden tug on his line, the rod bending with a force that was both exhilarating and intimidating. His heart raced as he braced himself, the anticipation crackling in the air like electricity. With each winding reel he pulled against the unknown, excitement mingling with a hint of fear. The river's surface rippled as something unseen put up a determined struggle beneath the waves. The chatter of the city above faded away, replaced by the singular focus of this moment. Sweat beaded on his brow as he leaned back, every muscle taut with effort. Finally, with a triumphant heave, Elias brought his catch to the surface. As the sunlight caught on slim, iridescent scales, he marveled at the creature, a fish unlike any he had ever seen. It glimmered and shimmered in the fading light, and when its vibrant eyes met his, a chill of wonder coursed through him. As Elias pulled the shimmering creature from the depths, the light flickered and danced around him, illuminating the darkness beneath Tower Bridge. The fish, radiant with iridescent scales that glimmered like gemstones, was unlike anything he had ever encountered. Its eyes sparkled with wisdom and mystery, and to his astonishment it began to speak, the voice flowing like the gentle currents of the Thames. "I am Lyra, guardian of this river," it said, the melody of its tone soothing Elias's startled heart. "I have watched over these waters, and your kindness has not gone unnoticed." Elias's breath hitched in disbelief. A talking fish? Yet something in Lyra's gaze was undeniably real, a warmth that called to his deepest curiosities. His heart raced as he absorbed the gravity of the moment. The magical encounter he had longed for had emerged from the depths, inviting him to explore the mysteries of his own heart. Elias stared in disbelief as the shimmering fish hovered just above the water's surface, its radiant scales reflecting the last rays of sunlight. "I am Lyra," the fish spoke, its voice as melodious as the songs of the city around him. "I am the guardian of this river, entrusted with its secrets and treasures. Your kindness has not gone unnoticed, Elias. You have cared for these waters, and now I offer you a single wish." Elias's heart raced with wonder and skepticism. A talking fish? Was this real, or merely a figment of his imagination? He felt a mix of excitement and fear swirling within him as he gazed into Lyra's bright, knowing eyes. "What do you seek?" she asked gently. The question hung weightily in the air, encouraging him to unearth his deepest desires. Elias's mind began to whirl with possibilities, yet doubt nagged at him. What could a simple fisherman wish for? As Elias stared at the shimmering fish before him, his heart raced with a mix of awe and disbelief. A talking fish? It seemed absurd, yet the gentle voice of Lyra resonated within him, blending with the melodious sounds of the river. "You must be cautious, Elias. Wishes can change everything," she said, her scales reflecting the waning sunlight. Doubt clouded his thoughts. Could this truly be real? In that fleeting moment, the weight of his past flooded back, filled with dreams and lost adventures. He had once sought thrill and beauty, but now felt shackled by routine and solitude. Lyra encouraged him gently, urging him to consider what he truly desired. "Think deeply about your wish, for it can light your path or lead you astray," she advised. The water glimmered mysteriously around them as Elias grappled with what his heart truly longed for, pondering the depth of his wishes. Elias sat in his boat, the gentle sway of the river Thames matching the turmoil within him. The mesmerizing shimmer of the fish was still fresh in his mind. What wish could capture the essence of his longing? He contemplated wealth, the fleeting joy of riches, but shook his head at the thought. He had seen enough to know that material possessions often weighed heavier than the heart could bear. Adventure, he mused, had always been his muse, pulling him towards the colorful tapestry of life. Yet what he truly craved was a spark, a rekindling of the passion that once filled his veins with excitement. As he stared into the water, memories of laughter-filled travels flooded back, contrasting sharply with his current solitude. He closed his eyes, letting the sounds of the city above drift away. Perhaps this magical moment beneath the bridge could grant him not a far-off journey, but something far more profound, a rebirth of spirit. Elias looked deep into the shimmering water, contemplating the weight of his decision. It was a moment of reckoning, where dreams crisscrossed with daily struggles. What did he truly desire? Wealth seemed hollow, and distant travels felt daunting. Instead, he yearned for something more profound, a spark of adventure that could reignite his passion for life. "I wish for the spirit of adventure to return to my life," he declared, his voice steady but filled with emotion. As the words left his lips, he felt an unexpected warmth radiate from within, as if the river itself had acknowledged his yearning. Lyra, the magical fish, beamed at him, her iridescent scales reflecting the golden hues of sunset. "You've chosen wisely, Elias," she said, her voice a melody that settled around him like a gentle breeze. "Adventure lies not in distant lands, but in the beauty and wonder of every moment you encounter." As Lyra gracefully swam away, the water shimmered with an enchanting brilliance, leaving Elias spellbound in the tranquil evening. He could feel an invigoration coursing through him, a magic that awakened his senses to the world around him. The once muted sounds of the Thames transformed into a vibrant symphony. Each ripple of the water sang with possibility. The gentle breeze whispered secrets of adventure, and the calls of the distant seagulls felt like a chorus celebrating his rebirth. Elias sat in his small boat, the familiar surroundings of Tower Bridge tinged with new brilliance. The stories of the river, once buried deep within him, surged forth, ready to be shared. He felt a spark igniting within, urging him to engage with the bustling city above. With a heart full of hope, he looked towards the shoreline, imagining how he would weave tales that would bridge the gap between the river's mysteries and the lives of those who passed overhead. As the sun dipped lower, casting a warm golden light over the river Thames, Elias felt a rush of inspiration pulse through him. He looked around at the people strolling along the riverbank, their faces a mosaic of stories yet untold. With newfound purpose, he began to share the tales of the river, whispers of ancient mariners and the secrets held in its depths. Passers-by paused, drawn in by the melody of his voice, as he spoke of shimmering fish, the gentle sway of reeds, and the laughter of the water. Children scooted closer, eyes wide with wonder, while elderly couples leaned in, reminiscing about their own journeys. Each story became a thread woven into the fabric of the bustling city, bridging the gap between the mundane and the magical. The bridge above seemed to glow, a silent witness to the connections blossoming below, each tale igniting the spark of adventure within those who listened.